Okay, number 6. Find the zeros, vertex, and line of symmetry of the parabola, and then sketch a graph. So we're just going to call it sketch parabola. Description is find the vertex, the line of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a, and then find the zeros by setting y equal to 0. So first off, if I want to find the vertex, the first thing I need to do to find the vertex is find the x value of the vertex, which is x equals negative b over 2a. Again, a is the number in front of x squared, so there's an imaginary 1 there. B is the number in front of x, so it's 2. So when I substitute that, that'll give me a negative. B is 2 over 2, a is 1. So then negative times a positive 2 is negative 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. So that's the x value I'm going to use. The y value I get by putting in negative 1 for x in the equation. So I'd have y equals parentheses negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1 minus 8. And that part you can just put in your calculator in one step if you just plug it in exactly like it's shown. So parentheses negative 1 parentheses squared, then we have plus 2 parentheses negative 1 minus 8, and you get negative 9. So the y value of the vertex would be negative 9. So my vertex, we got the point negative 1, negative 9. Now the line of symmetry, we got in our description up here, the line of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. Well, we've already got that. We've already found out what negative b over 2a is, and that's negative 1. So my line of symmetry is x equals negative 1. Now to find the zeros, and again, 0 is just another term for x-intercepts. Sometimes we call it roots, but it's all x-intercepts. We're going to let y equal 0, so we go back to our original equation, and I'm going to substitute 0 for y, so I get 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 8. So this is a trinomial we've got set equal to 0, so we're going to try to factor it first. So again, a times c on top, so we got an imaginary 1 times negative 8 is negative 8. B on bottom, which is positive 2. Again, two numbers that multiply to get negative 8 and add to get 2 be negative 2 and 4. So that would give me 0 equals x minus 2 times x plus 4. Now since this is set equal to 0, the answers are going to be what makes each parenthesis 0, which again is a way of saying x is going to equal the opposite of what's inside the parentheses. So the opposite of negative 2 is positive 2. The opposite of positive 4 is negative 4. So my two zeros are x equals 2 and x equals negative 4. Now if we want to look at this on a graph, again we're just sketching a graph. So we got the x and y axis. Now my zeros again are the x-intercepts, so I need an x-intercept at 2 and an x-intercept at negative 4. So I need an x-intercept at 2, so it needs to cross the x-axis at 2. Need an x-intercept at -4. The vertex is -1, -9, so I would go left 1, down 9. Now I'm not going to waste time making 9 tick marks. I'm just going to say, okay, that's -9. Again, it's just a sketch. So -1, -9 would be down here. Now your line of symmetry again is that vertical line, and it's kind of imaginary, it's not really on the graph, but we draw it anyway. So it's that vertical line that goes through the vertex that mirrors the parabola on both sides. So once we have all that drawn, we can draw our parabola.